Well, hello there, assurance heroes, and welcome to the A-Plan podcast. A is for assurance, and this is your weekly internal audit and risk talk show. He's Emre, the tech guy.
He's Andy, the communication guy.
All right, guys, what do we got for you this week? So our question for this week is this. What should you do when your process owner uses NICENESS to obstruct your audit fieldwork process? This is a tricky one.
It is.
This is a tricky one. This came out from a conversation I was having with a client when he was saying, I'd rather have the auditee shout at me than be nice to me.
When I was a junior auditor years ago, I was always horrified each time I had a contact with the audit clients, especially when they are nice, they play the game like that. So each time I had felt like this, I was telling myself, okay, I have to be careful to measure my reaction in the face of their sometimes simple gesture to make sure that my independence wouldn't be impaired. So that reminded me some good old memories.
Sarah, Claire. Marianne. Charmaine.
I've got a mate called Zoltan Gamos. Shout out to him. He's a Hungarian auditor, I know, a lovely guy. He was in Istanbul and he was doing an audit there. And there was a very tricky Turkish director. The kickoff meeting, he came in and it was exactly that. He said, nice to meet you. Let's get down to business. Oh, first of all, where are you staying? Oh, I'm at such and such a hotel. What? I can't believe it. They put you there, picks up his phone to his PA. Yasemin, what's going on? They got this guy in the worst hotel. He said, I'm going to fix it. I'll get you in the best hotel. You're going to be in the Conrad, the best hotel in town. And he was like 20 minutes on the phone. And he would do this every time. He would just sort of use this as a way to sort of kill the time, consume the time, so that you couldn't really get down to business with the audit itself, right?
That experience is frustrating for many of the auditors. They feel disturbed when an auditee, even sometimes when they offer a coffee, for instance. Could this impair really their objectivity? I don't think so, but where is the boundary to impair your objectivity? But it's something that many of our audiences will feel what we're talking about here.
Really funny. What do you mean I'm funny? It's funny, it's a good story. It's funny. You're a funny guy. What do you mean? You mean the way I talk? What? It's just, you're just funny. It's funny, the way you tell the story and everything. Funny how?
If you're in that situation, the first thing you got to try to understand is the intention of the other person, right? The first thing to try and understand is that. Because there's two reasons why somebody may behave in this way. There's natural reasons. Somebody could be a non-assertive person who psychologically their preference is for well-being. So it's important for them to build good relationships with other people, to make other people feel good, to make them feel comfortable. In that case, there's nothing cynical going on. There isn't any problem to solve from a sort of relationship perspective. The problematic case is where it's a cynical attempt to derail the audit mission by sort of killing the time, consuming the time, so you can never really get down to asking them the difficult questions.
Clearly, the internal audit needs to remain independent, that's for sure.
Yeah, 100%.
As per the ethical codes of the profession. However, the auditors can maintain independence while developing a stable relation with the auditee. So there's a thin line that you have to be careful while walking there. But you can. This is something that the auditors can do it. Sometimes we refrain to get a good, close relation with them with the fear of losing this objectivity.
Yeah. I mean, you're right. At the end of the day, I mean, you have to maintain that objectivity, but you don't have to become an android, right? You don't have to become a robot.
Sure.
You're a person at the end of the day. You're a person dealing with people. So it's all a part of the interaction. But at the same time, if somebody is well-being orientated, if they're just a nice guy, if that's just who they are, If it's stopping you from getting down to business, then how would you handle this? I mean, I think in that case, if you're in your conversation, trying to have your difficult conversation, trying to raise the findings or ask the questions, and they're sort of showing you pictures of their cat or something like that, or whatever it is that they're doing, you would say, look, I would handle it like this. I'd say, look, it's really lovely, it's really interesting. What a lovely photograph, but I'm really stressed. I'm really stressed because I haven't got much time, and I know that you're really busy, and your time is a really valuable asset. And we've got 30 minutes for this meeting. So can we get down to business, and then maybe later we can have a coffee and have a look at the photos or talk about the football match or whatever it is, right? But
clearly,
just put it on yourself.
Well, surely it's going to be worse for morale in the long run when there are redundancies and you've told people that there won't be.
They won't remember.
I think the other case, when the person is trying to avoid you, if you think that they're using this niceness approach to try to avoid you, which it could well be, I would do something quite different. A lot of the time, I would say that this is motivated by fear.
Sure. Yes, that fear, Andy, to me, it comes from the way the audit clients look at the internal audit function, because
Absolutely.
Historically, internal audit function has been, generally speaking, seen as a corporate watchdog or policeman.
Yes.
And in many cases, the auditors has that gotcha attitude. When they find something, I catch you.
Yeah.
So this is not helping the relation. This is pushing them to build some walls to obstruct you.
Yeah, I think most of the time I totally agree, and I think that's what's going on. It's a sort of fear of the unknown. They might not have been audited before, or they've been audited and it wasn't a good experience. What I would do in that case, again, I think what we need is some transparency. So I think what I would do in that case is say, look, I'm here to audit you. I'm here to look at the processes. That's my job. That's what I need to do. So sometimes I'm going to find some things that aren't good. I'm going to find some control gaps. But what I promise you is this: when that happens, I'm going to come to you and sit down and tell you. And we can sit down and look at this process together. We can look at this gap together, think about you, your priorities, your business, and try and find a way to build a solution.
Yes.
This is the end, beautiful friend.
So, final thoughts.
Being direct and honest to your auditees in the first place will solve all the problem. You wouldn't know if the reason behind this tactic. It could be a tactic, really, or it could be just the way he is with people. If you are open and direct from your first day, you won't have a big problem.
Yeah, agreed. Yeah, and like you said before, that building a relationship doesn't mean losing objectivity.
No,
we can have it both ways. Yeah.
Yes.
What time is it?
If you have a problem, if no one else can help, and if you can find them, maybe you can hire the A-team.
So it's A-team time. If you have an assurance problem, if no one else can help you, then we can, because we're your assurance agony ants. Send your questions to us. Here's the email address. It's the aplan@zohomail.eu, and we'll be happy to give you our tuppence worth and help out wherever we can. So thank you very much for listening, guys. That's all for this week. This has been the A-Plan podcast. A is for assurance. And remember, when your A-plan's good, you don't need no B-plan.